Alrighty, it is time for Duelist Kingdom action, and in this one we've got a legitimate anime rematch. We've got Yugi going up against PaniK, and if we I'm going to quickly pull up the table on my screen. Yugi is 25th, PaniK is 30th, so we've got a sort of what you call a bottom of the table kind of round going on here. Yugi started off, I think he was like 0-5 before he finally got his first win. PaniK, on the other hand, I think he got one win, but PaniK has really struggled. Fiend monsters aren't that strong. We might see Beast of Tower War. I have decided to add that to PaniK's deck because he doesn't have a lot of really high attacking. So Beast of Tower War, which is 2406 stars, I think. It's either 2400 or 2450. But whichever one, it should give PaniK a bit more of an attacking edge. If he draws it, of course. Okay, King Fog has been knocked off by the Blackland Fire Dragon, the first card that Yugi ever played in the series. When Joey played Cage Musha, and then Joey's like, what? A card that powerful totally wipes me out. A card as powerful as the legendary Blackland Fire Dragon, which is about to be defeated by okay, never mind. Boo! Mirror Force. Oh, Dark Titan of Terror, I think that card. So I was just trying to think of what that monster was. Came in the original Kaiba starter deck, if I remember it right. Turn change now back to Yugi. PaniK's field is free. Yugi can summon Skull if he wants it. Oh, he doesn't. He goes for Feral Imp. Okay, 15 and 13 is 28, so technically that's more damage. Well, Yugi off to a good start here. PaniK is down to 5200. And only 3 cards in his hand. He'll get another one here on his draw phase. But it's a very good start for Yugi. He would be looking to pick up a win against a weaker opponent to try to get his season back on track. And same for PaniK as well, who's pulled Monster Reborn. He's brought back King Fog. Are we going to see a tribute? Oh, we do. Ah, here we go, PaniK. And it is. Ah. Neck Hunter, okay. I think that's a little bit anticlimactic. We were looking for a King of Yami Makai or an Ushioni, a Beast of Tower War. Yeah, I think that's all the good monsters PaniK has. Fiends were, they weren't great in early Yu-Gi-Oh! Yugi's drawn Rude Kaiser, which can actually be equipped with Mystical Moon. I think Yugi only played Rude Kaiser once, and that was in the very first match with Kaiba. But it was added to Yugi's deck, I think to give Mystical Moon another target, because the only other Beast Warrior I believe Yugi has is Beaver Warrior. So despite what the anime says, Silver Fang cannot be equipped with Mystical Moon. Needs to be a Beast Warrior. Silver Fang is only a beast. As PaniK goes with a face-down defense. With Summon Skull on the field, PaniK is going to have a very hard time out-muscling Yugi. So PaniK is probably going to need an Offerings to the Doomed or something to get past Skull. Now the 1200 of Griffor was summoned. Yugi attacks with Summon Skull. And oh, Castle of Dark Illusions. A fitting card. Castle destroyed. Another 1200 off PaniK. He'll be down to 3250. And almost in striking range here for Yugi. So it's a tough opening match for PaniK. PaniK gets he plays Yami. I don't think that's really gonna, unless he's got no other cards, and it looks like he doesn't. Looks like PaniK is gonna get absolutely cooked in this first one. It's a great start for Yugi. Unfortunately, PaniK, he just gets overlooked so much. I actually really like the duel with Yugi and PaniK. Because whenever I would play this game back in the day, and use my own deck, I would always opt for defensive strategies. So I actually really liked PaniK's strategy. As cowardly as it was effective. As Yugi, is he going to end this with Catapult Turtle's effect, taking a little homage from the anime as Catapult Turtle blasts Summon Skull into PaniK. I think Summon Skull really deserved that, to be honest. Summon Skull was basically what won the match there, but well, it's 1-0 in favour to Yugi. It was a quick match for that first one, but see if we can get, see what we can get out of match number 2. We'll be looking at PaniK's perspective this time as well. I'd like to see PaniK get a couple of wins in. I reckon he can do it. Okay. And shout outs for commenting from yesterday's duels as well. Demi Henning, hard hitting match from both players for Axel and Zane. Emperor Pikachu as well said, "Boo Axel, we want a powerbomb like Cyrus did to Jaden, LOL, great matches." Yeah, he blocked it with Magic Jammer. Really anticlimactic finish, but Emperor Pikachu also says, "Wow, Cyrus bullied Jaden. At least Zane will be proud he used Powerbond right." I do remember those episodes with Cyrus getting Powerbombed. Well, it's because the opponent had a trap card on the field. I remember that episode briefly. Or vaguely, I should say, as Horn Imp comes to the field for Yugi, and Yugi attacks Earthbound Spirit, so it's an okay start here for PaniK. It's got Lord of Zamaya. He does have a Dark Energy there as well. Demi Henning also said, "Wow, what a troller," and then do that. Silas DC also says, "Cyrus, you didn't have to do that talk about insult to injury. Dropping that many cards to tribute summon a card. That wins you, and then you could have just attacked with how many different monsters to win." That was that the play for when Cyrus fused together with Powerbond to get that. I can't remember what it's called. It's 4,000 attack. It got to 8,000, but it can't attack directly. And then Cyrus tributed it for Woodborg in Patchy, which is like a 500. And took off the last 400 points of Jaden. It was a bit of a funny move, but okay. So Lord of Zamaya, he's up to 1600. He took out Horn Imp with his little extra power boost. It looks like PaniK maybe a little bit on top of this one. He's gone defensive again with Giant Soldier of Stone. Great pull for Yugi to get that onto the field. Also shout outs to SCH292 as well, and Super Palco who did mention this. The end screen showed Axel 2-1, Axel 2, Zane 1, but it's the opposite. Poor Axel. You get the fire of my heart. You get the fire of my heart. It is burning for him. And alright, back to the duel. Is Yugi doing anything? He throws a face down spell or trap down, end phase, turn change to PaniK, and Kodos Kopos also said, "My boy is definitely tired from so many responsibilities." It was, last night wasn't actually too bad. It's just that I was trying to rush the editing to, so I could get it out at like the usual time of like midnight and 12:30. Well, midnight and 12:30 AM over here, and then I usually go to bed, but because, I don't know if I was just sitting there watching reels for a little bit too long or something around that 9 PM mark, but I started the editing process a bit late and I was rushing, and that's probably why I've made that error. But I think I actually got it right on the table. I just put the wrong character and the wrong name. As Yugi's got Rude Kaiser on the field now. PaniK activated a Wabaku. Oh no, I did put Axel. I'm gonna fix that now. It was Zane that won it 2-1. I actually put Zane or Axel as the winner on the graph as well. That's right, I was supposed to check that. There we go, I just changed that then. It's I don't know, maybe subconsciously I just was so sure that Axel was gonna win. I was actually really surprised that Zane won. It was a good match though between Zane and Axel. It wasn't a very long match, but it was a good one though. Okay, so Giant Soldier of Stone still on field for Yugi. Whose turn is it? It's Yugi's. Oh, Black Magic Ritual. Oh, we don't get to see this very often. So the Magician of Black Chaos will come to the field. That's it's very lucky for Yugi as well, because PaniK was almost about to overrun Yugi by the look of it, but now with a 2800 on the field, Yugi might be able to start pulling this one back. Super Palco also said damn strong matches from Cyrus, and Sukowski also says John Cena was here last night for Raw in Springfield at the Mass Mutual Center. Was explosive. The local news station was filming at the entrance and you could hear the crowd going nuts from outside the building. I'm going to watch it momentarily. I watched NXT earlier today. I think that's why I started late yesterday, because I was watching Raw. I think that's why I started editing late and I started rushing it at the end. But yeah, I was watching Raw because I kept getting spoilers on Instagram, and there's Fiend's Mirror. That doesn't really do much because of all the because of Yugi's Magician of Black Chaos. But if PaniK draws a rush recklessly, he could maybe tie with it. But yeah, I was watching Raw. I think that's why I started a bit late, because I'd seen a couple of spoilers on Instagram and I was like, I gotta watch Raw before the entire show gets spoiled. But again, yeah, WWE is absolutely lit right now. NXT as well today was really, really good. It was Homecoming. So they had a few guest appearances, which is always fun, as PaniK plays Thunder of Ruler. He's still got 3 cards face down in defense, but Yugi is still doing all the attacking here. Looks like PaniK activated Thunder of Ruler. There's Mystical Space Typhoon. It's not doing PaniK any favours with these draws. He really needs these offerings to the Doomed. If he draws offerings to the Doomed, this whole match will turn around. Or if he draws something that can knock off that Magician of Black Chaos. There's Feral Imp. Yugi has also now flipped up Silver Fang. And a face down spell or trap from Yugi as well to the battle phase. Kept Stone Soldier in defense mode. There goes Job Change Mirror. Oh, that was a good guess as well by Yugi as well, because despite only the 1300 defense, Magician of Black Chaos is the only one that could have destroyed that. Archerine Mirror and Frenzied Panda are both gone now. PaniK's field is now empty. He's actually going to struggle to summon Beastly Mirror Ritual. There's Ryukishin. Mystical Space Typhoon played. Yugi's face down was Magical Hats. PaniK plays Monster Reborn, but I don't think there's nothing really that he could bring back. He might be able to get Beastly Mirror, or Fiend's Mirror, I should say, on the field. But it's only going to be able to wipe out one of Yugi's monsters, and PaniK is likely to take a lot of damage on the next turn. Shoutouts also again to Sukowski. He said, LOL Cyrus, you little troll, you did your bro dirty. And also said, second comment from SEH292. Sukowski also said, I'm guessing Cyrus will win today, and now to watch the game. And Sir Aaron Game Guy as well. It was actually Duke vs Bones in Duelist Kingdom where Yoranzo became... Oh, that was in our older tournament. There was a match... Okay, so it was Duke and Bones. That'd make sense. They probably both played Yoranzo. Okay, Fiend's Mirror still on the field. Oh, it's Yugi's turn. Mystic Box. Mystic Box. He's probably going to give him Feral Imp. Well, there goes Fiend's Mirror. Oh no, he gave him Stone Soldier. Either way, it doesn't really matter. 2800. And now Feral Imp in for the attack as well. 1300 off PaniK. He's got no cards in hand. He's down to 5500. And you got to say that PaniK is probably going to pick up a loss. Again in the second match, it'll put him down to 2-0 if that is the case, guaranteeing Yugi's season point. Yugi's starting to get a little bit of a comeback going. He lost his first 5 games in a row. I think he may have won his... Swords of Revealing Light, another homage to the anime. Yugi has now also played Polymerization. And, it's Gaia. It would be Gaia the Dragon Champion. Wow. So real homage being paid to the anime here now as well. It was Gaia the Dragon Champion that was catapulted with Catapult Turtle, destroyed Castle of Dark Illusions. What's Yugi's other fusion that's in there? Oh, Zombie Warrior. But Yugi can't actually fuse it because he hasn't got the fusion material. It's just in there just for the hell of it. And the 13th Grave has taken the place of Zombie Warrior. Anyway, Yugi has won this second match, so he's up 2-0. So PaniK will want to get something out of this. He wants to stop Yugi from potentially getting a bonus point. I don't think Yugi's got a bonus point yet. Let me just pull my graph up again. Yugi's won 2 and lost 5. PaniK has won once and lost 6. So I think Yugi's won his last 2 matches. He went 0-5 and then he won the next 2. So Yugi would be if he wins this. Oh well, he's won the season point already because he's up 2-0, which means that Yugi has actually won his last 3 games in a row, which is a great comeback considering he lost his first 5. Feral Imp starts off as it ended the last duel. Yugi's also got Summon Skull. Yugi's drawn a lot better in this game than what he has in his previous ones. He flips up Thunder of Ruler. He has to protect Feral Imp because Thunder of Ruler has to be activated during the standby phase. And PaniK has summoned the Mystic Clown. It's 1500, but PaniK may be... he's going to feel a bit nervous, I think, if that Summon Skull comes to the field. Yugi's drawn Swords of Revealing Light, so I guess Yugi could taunt PaniK and say, in 5 turns, PaniK, I will make you see the light. As Summon Skull has been played down 2500. PaniK activates Wabaku. He protects the Mystic Clown at least with that, if you're on Team PaniK. Alright, what is next for PaniK? He goes with a face-down defense and puts Mystic Clown to defense mode as well. Defending maybe all he can do until he get rid of Skull. There's Horn of the Unicorn. 700 point boost is very good, but when that's destroyed, it goes back to the top of the deck, which isn't always useful. So it's actually a good move for Yugi not to play it, even though it would put Skull at 3200, but... Alright, face down defense, sorry, spell or trap for PaniK, and followed by the face down defense anyway. Turn change back to Yugi, who draws the magical hats. If Yugi loses Summon Skull, he is in big trouble. Oh, then again, he does have Swords of Revealing Light. There goes King Fog. So Yugi just continuing to pick off those defenses, not letting PaniK build up monsters on his side of the field. There's Shard of Greed. PaniK looking to draw 2 extra cards in a couple of turns if it can stay on the field. A face-down defense for PaniK as well, so keeping his defenses up as he does. There's Komori Dragon. That's a 1500. Oh, Yugi goes for Horn of the Unicorn now. That's not a bad move. 2200. That'll put the Komori Dragon up to, which is pretty solid. PaniK will have some... Oh, Magic Jammer. I was going to say, PaniK would have some difficulty getting that off. He threw Dark Chimera to the graveyard, which is a 5-star and 1610 attack points, I think. One of those... Oh, Swords of Revealing Light flips up all of PaniK's field, and he has not got anything good on the field. Yugi's going to be able to pick both of these defenses off, and now PaniK's side of the field is empty of monsters. PaniK is in big trouble here. He is looking down the barrel now of a 3-0 loss. And Yugi, what a comeback he's starting to make in his season. Alright, main phase 1. PaniK goes with another defense, but defending alone is not going to win PaniK this match, as it didn't in the anime. And there's Mystical Moon. But I get the feeling that PaniK may be starting to panic. 3-headed Guido is destroyed, so 1500 will come off PaniK. It'll put him to 6500. And Yugi is coming. He is coming for that 3-0 sweep and the accumulation of that bonus point. I think about 16 have hit bonus points, so there's still another 16 players that haven't had bonus points, and we're in round 8, so that's... After this round, we are 1/4 of the way through the season. We will be 25% done when this round ends. I think we're about halfway through the round, so... There's Celtic Guardian, 1400. And Terror the Terrible is destroyed, so 15 and 14 is 29, so that will put PaniK down to 3600 after all these attacks, and PaniK is just about in striking, or he is in striking range if Summon Skull gets an attack in. It's been a tough match for PaniK. He's never really been in it. Beast of Talwar was added, but either PaniK just hasn't had the luck to draw it, or he hasn't. I don't think PaniK's even really had a chance to get it to the field. Yugi draws One Day of Peace. And it goes in with the Summon Skull. It is Versago the Destroyer. It just hasn't been PaniK's game. You know, maybe PaniK will come back. Maybe PaniK can do a Yugi and win 3 games in a row after losing 5. 1400 off PaniK. He's down to 700. And possibly his last turn coming up. Yugi plays One Day of Peace. He draws Mammoth Graveyard. PaniK will have 5 cards in hand. He's down to his last 700 points. Yugi is still at 8,000. And... well, then you got to say that this one is probably over. PaniK doesn't have 2,500 defense straight off the bat. Yugi draws Beaver Warrior. He can use his Mystical Moon with that. And he does just that, but may just be all academic here. Into the battle phase, Yugi goes with Summon Skull. Oh, and isn't that fitting? Castle of Dark Illusions is destroyed. The castle has fallen. The Beaver Warrior has attacked PaniK and taken the rest of his life points. It is a 3-0 victory to Yugi. Given how he started the tournament, I didn't think Yugi would be picking up any 3-0 victories. In fact, I didn't think he'd be picking up a victory at all with the way he was playing. But Yugi is making a comeback. PaniK is still struggling. So the defensives didn't work for PaniK in this game, but it was a good match from Yugi. He drew very, very well, especially with that Summon Skull in those 2 games. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in, and thanks for leaving the comments from yesterday as well. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, take care, farewell.